Hey, welcome to my channel, to another Motivational Monday. I was sitting over here exercising, and my mind wanders. I was like, okay, Monday, we'll film the tag. Monday, Motivational Monday. I got to film a video. So here we are. This weekend, we had a good weekend. If you watched my What I Eat video, you saw my big old steak. I told you it wasn't going to be little. Listen, we grill one steak a year. One steak a year. That's it. When we get a steak, we are excited. We don't go to steakhouses to eat. We just don't. So there's our steak. And when we eat a steak, we eat a steak. Had the points for it, tracked it. But it's all good. So there you go. Watched the race. The race was good. Oh my gosh. And wrecked on the last lap, and the wrong person won. That's all I'm going to say about it. Oh, we were both just like, oh. So anyway, let's get on to our thing. I'm still waiting on that jinx Roy put on me about picking one that I don't know about. Oh, let me show you. Got one. And like I said, if I don't like it, it's going back. The past cannot be changed. The future is yet in your power. Mary Pickford. Was she not an old actress back in the old days? I hate calling them the old days. It seems like I remember hearing her talked about on the Beverly Hillbillies. They liked Mary Pickford. I think that's what I heard. So the past cannot be changed. The future is yet in your power. The past, now if we're not talking about weight loss, if we're just talking about life, there's a lot of things in my past that I wish had not happened, but they did. And I think everything that happens molds you into the person that you are. So I can't control what happened in my past. I can't change it. It happened. But I can change who I am today. I don't have to let it change. I don't have to let it turn me into somebody I shouldn't be today. I have control over that. That is within my power. I know there are some situations that are harder to get through than others, so I'm not making light of those. I'm just saying we don't have to be a slave to our past. Now, in the diet world, do we all know? Do we all know who is not a slave to a diet? Me. It says the past cannot be changed. Okay, so that's something I kind of struggle with in my mind, because my past is 4 years of ups and downs and spinning my wheels and not getting anywhere fast, and I can't change that. Are there things I would change? Well, of course there are, but I can't. But I can control who I am now. The future is yet in your power. It is in my power to change what I do now. Whatever worked in the past or whatever didn't work in the past, I can take the knowledge that I gained from that and apply it to my world today. That is what, and somebody pointed out in one of my comments, I think more than one person did, that all these different plans, and I'm one that believes try a plan until you find the one that fits. Listen, this just come to me. You don't go to the shoe store, look at a pair of shoes, you like them, pick out any old size and take them home and expect to wear them. If they don't fit, they don't fit. Same with the diet plan. You see one you like, and you're like, oh, I like the way that sounds. I like the looks of that. And then you take it home and you try it out, and you're like, this ain't for me. Maybe it ain't for your lifestyle, Maybe it ain't for your weight loss. Maybe it ain't for whatever reason. It ain't for you. There ain't no shame in trying something else. You're not going to wear a pair of shoes that's going to pinch your toes down to the nub. So why would you try a diet plan that's going to sabotage yourself in your quest to lose the weight? So that's why I don't have problems changing. I don't have problems not being loyal to one program, because one program does not fit all. These clothes, let me just tell you, these clothes that say one size fit all, I got news. No, they don't. No, they don't. I have seen them before where they've changed it to one size fits most. I guess that's better, but still, no. Diet plans are the same way. One size does not fit all. I don't care how good you like the program you're on and how good you want to spread the news and get your friends to do it. Don't feel rained on when it don't work for them, because it's not meant to work for everybody. Like we've said it before in one of our other videos, if there was only one diet plan that worked, then there would only be one diet plan, and everybody on it would be working it, and everybody on it would be thin. They would do it, it would work, they'd be done. And then you'd wait for the next generation of us big people to come in and do it, and then they would work it, and then they would be thin, and then on and on. What's that commercial that was it, the shampoo commercial? And they tell two friends, and they tell two friends, and they tell two friends. What was that? Somebody tell me. And you can see the big screen with all the little boxes of people's heads on it. I think it was shampoo. So it does not work. That's why in your past, if you have tried A diet, B diet, C diet, D diet, I don't care if you've gone through the whole flipping alphabet, your future, you change it, you fix it to what you want it to be. And this sounds like what we talked about last week. So I guess maybe it was meant to be for somebody to hear. Maybe they needed a double dose of it. Maybe they're on the fence about changing because they feel like they're going to let somebody down, or they're going to feel like somebody's going to think, oh, you're a quitter. No, oh, flipping no, you're not. You're just finding the one that fits. That's all you're doing. You're finding the right size shoes. So don't let anybody tell you any different. Don't let anybody take over your self-worth. Don't give that power to anybody. That ain't theirs to have. That is not theirs to have. Your self-worth is in your possession. You control it. You say, like Pretty Woman, you say who and you say when. So what we did in our past, in our diet, we can't change the fact that we did one that worked, and then maybe it didn't work like we wanted it to, and we changed, and then we went back to it and it kind of never worked the same again. We can't change that. We can't dwell on that. We can't say, oh, what if? This life is full of what ifs. I have so many what ifs in my life, from childhood to yesterday. I mean, what if this hadn't happened? What if this had happened? What if it had happened differently? Well, we can't change those things. Those diet plans you've been on before, if you have one that worked, you can absolutely go back to it now, but you can't change the fact that maybe you stopped doing it and tried something else, and then you wish you had gone back. So you can try it again now. You can't expect it to be exactly the same. Simply feeling, I've tried it more than any other ones, but it's not been the same every single time. I guess because as you get older, your body changes, your chemistries, metabolisms, all the little hormones, all the things change as we get older. Does not make it impossible. It might make it difficult, but I don't think we can say, well, I don't think we should say, well, I'm old, so it don't work, because then we're putting a not a limit. There's a word I'm looking for. I do this all the time. I can't think of words. It's not restriction. We're putting some. We'll just say restriction. We're putting a restriction on ourselves that in our minds says, "Well, you old. It ain't gonna work. You can't do it. You old. You is old, girl." No, we can do anything we want to do. It might just take us longer. It might be slower, but we don't need to use that as a reason to not keep trying. There is no reason to stop trying. I'm trying to think of one. I can't. If you think of one, you let me know. I don't know any reason to quit trying to lose weight if you need to lose weight. I really can't think of one. There may be one out there that's like some kind of medical reason or whatever, but I'm saying for us everyday folks, there is so many reasons to keep going. I know this is getting off subject, but I mean, how much can you say about one sentence? That sentence kind of says it all, so it's kind of hard to elaborate any further than I already have. So we're going where we're going. Where were we going? Where were we going? I cannot stand when my mind flips around to something else and then I forget what we were talking about. Oh, there's reasons why we should keep going. Reasons why we should keep trying to lose weight. There are big reasons like you need surgery. There are little reasons like I want my clothes to fit. And there's all these reasons in between. I want my blood sugars under control. I want to breathe better. We get big and we get around our chest and it weighs heavy and we get fat inside and it makes it hard to breathe. Listen, when you lay back like that, sometimes it makes it hard to breathe. So we want to lose weight for all we want to lose weight because we want to look better. In our mind's eye, we know what we want to look like, and when we look in the mirror, we want to see it. And I think a lot of times when we look in that mirror, we don't see what's real. We don't see us as we really are, and that goes both ways. Maybe we don't see that, oh my gosh, how did you get that big? That's what happened to me. That mirror was a lie. That mirror was a liar. That mirror did not tell me, girl, you is big. No, that mirror said, you're all right, but I don't know. I don't know if that mirror had told me I was big as I was, if it would have mattered. Because I told y'all before, I don't care what people think about my size. So that was never a driving force in me losing weight. It was to feel better. Now, when I was younger, I would try off and on. That was because I wanted to look better. That's just because I wanted to be thinner. It hadn't have anything to do with health because my health was perfect. But as I got older and before I started this journey, this time, back in April, 4 years ago, this month, it was for health. It wasn't for, I had got to the point where I don't care what you think. And I didn't care. I didn't care enough to lose weight because, like I said, that mirror was lying to me. I didn't see myself as big as I did. As long as I was feeling fine, I still saw the old me in the mirror. Do y'all see that? Like the me that's inside this fat suit. This is a fat suit. I still saw her in the mirror. And it creeped up on me before I realized it, and there it was. Well, I can't change that either. I can't change the fact that I allowed myself to get here. I can just take control of it right now and do what I can do to fix it. So that jumped into our little theme there. I can't change it. But then it can also go the other way. The mirror can tell you you don't look good when, yes, you do look good. And I hate for it to get down to a matter of looks, But that's important to a lot of people. And if it is important to you, then that's what's important to you. And don't let nobody tell you if that is the sole reason you're losing weight. If there's not another single solitary reason on this planet that you're losing weight other than you want to look good, then you go because that's your reason and nobody has a right to take it away from you. So I'm not saying that. I'm just saying sometimes we can be misled by what we see in the mirror. Um, I don't even know how we got on that subject. I don't even know how we got on that subject. I'm so sorry. Um, but anyway, I guess this will be a short video because there really ain't much to say about not changing the past. We can only control the future. You can't change. You can't change the past of what you ate yesterday. Listen, I ate that big old steak, which I didn't. I don't consider it overeat as long as I had the points. It was good. Oh Lord, have mercy, it was good. He grilled that thing out there so good. Anyway, I didn't go off the rails. I had my little side dishes, my little half of a stuffed potato and some okra. And I told you I'd probably have a chocolate popsicle. I had a chocolate popsicle before I went to bed. Listen, I am so glad I found those things, those healthy choice 100-calorie chocolate popsicles at Costco, because y'all know how my mouth gets. And then at night, I'll be sitting over there, and that's when we used to get milkshakes. I used to send him to cook out. Go get me a milkshake. Go get me a milkshake. Go get me a milkshake. So we would cave in and get a milkshake just because it felt so good on my mouth. These popsicles are that way. They're nice and creamy. Oh my gosh. They are so creamy and so chocolatey. They are very, very good. They're worth 100 calories to me. I don't know how many points. I didn't even scan it because at the time when I bought them, I was not trying to do any kind of weekly points. So I don't even know how many points they are. I guess I should put them in my app. I hadn't tracked it. I tracked my supper, but I hadn't tracked it because it was overnight. Well, not overnight. It was at night. I just ate it and went to bed. I sat over there, had my little blanket on, ate my popsicle, and I was out. I was out. Lord, that coffee about went up in my nose. Y'all was about to fix to see it. Yes, yes. When I get off the phone here, I'll try that popsicle. But we can't change anything that we've done to get to where we're at. We can't change the fact that we ate ourselves into this fat suit that we're trying to shed. We're trying to get it off. We can't change that. We just got to deal with it. Deal with it and move on. We can't change the things that happen in our life that shouldn't have happened. We can't change them. We can only accept them. And I know some things are impossible to accept, but we can use them to mold who we are going forward, to mold our future self, to change how we react to things. I went through a situation, and I won't tell you what it was, where it wasn't changing, and I was getting, it was bad. And so I came to the realization one day that if I can't change this situation that is driving me absolutely crazy, then I'm going to change the way I react to it. So when I changed my way of thinking and the way I reacted to the situations as they came up, then the situations kind of got less, I don't want to use the word volatile because it wasn't like a volatile, well, I got kind of volatile. It wasn't, it's like I removed their power. I removed their power over me when I started changing the way I thought. And so they all of a sudden weren't as a big a deal as I thought they were before, when I was just reactionary, just coming at it. So I don't know. I don't even know how we got on that subject. This is one of them one of them super balls. You know them super balls, them little bouncy balls we used to get out of the machines. That little super ball bouncing all over this room today. Maybe I should have put that one back and got another one. Maybe I caught it up and I should have thrown it back and went fishing for another one. But no, I don't think so. I think that's a good um, a good thing to know, that the things that we cannot change in the past about our life or about our diet situation, our weight loss situation. We can't change how we got here. We can just know that we're here. Now, what are we going to do about it? We can't change what happened, what we've done, what caused it, the reasons. None of that we can change. It's a done deal. It's in the books. It's history. We can just change. This is where we're at right now. What are we going to do going forward? What are we going to make our future be? Are we going to make our future count? Or are we just going to just drag through it like a repeat of the past? Do we want to repeat the past? I listen. Well, I've said it before. There are some things in my past I would not do again. But honey, there are some things I would do again in a heartbeat. You better know that's right. But the I would not change. Would I? Well, you gotta go either way. I was gonna say I would not change. No, I don't think I would change jumping around from plan to plan. Maybe giving that plan a little longer before I jumped around, because I do kind of jump the gun sometimes. Don't even say I know it. But so, what I'm trying now, I hope it's going to work. I feel like it's a good plan for me in the current situation that I am, in the current way that I'm needing to eat. I think I'm gonna do well on it. I really do. I really do. Who was it? Tracy. Tracy drives a long hair girl. We were talking the other day, and y'all know how I believe in calling stuff up. If you talk about it, you done called it up, and it's normally something negative, like the sky's falling. Well, you done called it up. Sky's gonna fall today. I don't remember what we were talking about, and she's like, call up something good. Well, that ain't never occurred to me about calling up nothing good. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I call up something good? Why wouldn't I say, the sky's going to be beautiful? I can't think of nothing else. The sky's going to be beautiful today. And then look up and see a beautiful sky, which to me, a beautiful sky has rain coming out of it. But whatever your beautiful sky would be, call that up. Just call up. This diet plan that I'm on now is going to be something good. I'm calling it up. I'm talking about it because I believe in jinxes. I believe if you talk about something good, you just jinxed it and it's going to turn bad. David was talking about something yesterday. I'm like, you're jinxing it. I can't help it. That's how I was grown up. You know what? I'm just now. I got to swish down that crow I'm eating. Listen, talking about you can't change your past, but you can change who you are forward. I said that's how I was grown up, being superstitious. I guess I could change it, but I don't think I can. So, I had to eat some crow on that. I just told y'all two different things. Do as I say, not as I do. I don't know. Can you change superstitions when it is so ingrained in you? I don't know. I can't think of a diet plan that would be so ingrained in you that you couldn't change it if it wasn't working. I could be wrong about that. Maybe you're fighting that. Maybe there's something that's just so far in you and part of your makeup that you can't change it. I'll leave that up to you. But I'm just telling you, what you do going forward is anything that you need to do to make what you need to do work. Do you get all that? So I'm calling up the positive that the way I'm eating now, I'm taking the anti-inflammatory foods and making that my Simply Feeling list and counting my 49 weekly points. And that's how I'm doing it. And no, I'm not tracking calories because Simply Feeling was made for you to not have to track the Simply Feeling foods. So I'm not tracking them. Now, am I watching my portions, weighing and measuring? Yes. But I'm not tracking it in my tracker to count and see how many calories it is, because these anti-inflammatory foods are the good foods that I need to be eating. And then the 49 points are for those other things, because I can't go 100%. I'll tell you that till the cows come home. I can't go 100%. And if you're expecting me to go 100%, then you're barking up the wrong tree, because that ain't the tree I live in. I don't live in the 100% tree. I live in the tree that says, okay, you can still eat this and this and this and live your life in the lifestyle that you know how to live it. I'm doing just what we can do, the best we can do. You can always do better. I know that. But there's always going to be somebody telling me, but what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Well, you should be doing this. Well, I'm just telling you what I'm doing and what I think is going to work for me. And I am calling up that positive. The positive thing is the way I'm eating right now is going to work. And I am not saying it was a jinx. I am not. You know how hard that is for me just to say I just jinxed it. It is like, oh my gosh, it's hard. Because I just want to say, okay, well, I just jinxed it. But I'm not. I'm calling it up. That it is a positive thing in my life. So we've got off topic, and I'm starting to preach about myself. But listen, I'm eating the way that I know how to eat and getting by the best I know how to get by. So that's all I'm going to say about that. The past cannot be changed. The future is yet in your power. Mary Pickford. So let's just remember that. Whatever we did in our past, whatever happened during our past, we can't change it. We can change who and what we are and what we do from this point on. And that's how I want you to look at your diet plan. You can control it. You can change it. If you don't like it, then you fix it. You fix it. And if you're doing something, if the plan you're on is a circle, but really, let's see, I can't make a square. There's a triangle. But the triangle kind of works. Put them together. Do the circle in the triangle. Make your own. I know. That's what I'm doing. Making my own plan. I'm making it fit my lifestyle. I don't know. You take it for what it's worth. If you can do plan A the way plan A was meant to be done, then you do it. But if you got to make one little adjustment to it, then make an adjustment to it. That's what they do on them race cars. They got them race cars out there. They got them on the track, and all of a sudden, oh, it's running, it's loose, it's tight. Let's go in and make an adjustment. So they've got the race car the way it's supposed to be, by the rules, by NASCAR's regulations, but they have wiggle room to where they can tighten it and loosen it to make it run safer on the track. So you can do that with your diet. You can tighten it or loosen it wherever you need to do to make it work for your lifestyle. So that is my PSA to you. You make it work, honey. You do you. So that's all I know for today. I hope you have a really, 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 really good week. And so we'll see you tomorrow for Tag Tuesday. It's going to be a hard one. I'm going to tell you right now, it's a hard one. I don't know how we're going to do. I really don't. Listen, it was made up by Jen over at Embrace the Castle. Jen, I don't know if it was her or if it was Steve, but it's tough. So stay tuned for that. And Listen, I'll just see you when I see you.